What is your name, what are your pronouns, and what are you going to talk about today?
Hi, my name is Amelia, and my pronouns are she, her, and I'll be talking about the Anne Watson Trust.
Could you tell us a little bit about what the Anne Watson Grant is?
The Anne Watson Grant is an amount of funding up to £1,000 that you can get from the Student Futures team to go towards career development. As part of the process, after you've done the training or whatever you use the grant for, you need to show receipts. You also have to write a thank you to the Anne Watson Trust and come up with a case study about how it's helped your employability. I heard about the Anne Watson Trust grant through the Student Futures Instagram, where they had a promotional video saying the eligibility for it.
How has the Anne Watson Grant helped you personally?
The Anne Watson Grant has allowed me to access training that I wouldn't have been able to afford otherwise. That training has allowed me to develop my career goals, decide actually what career I want to do, as well as get me supplies that I needed for the job role. For me personally, I used the funding to fund some courses about badges, bats, as well as online mapping systems. I'm going on another one in a couple of weeks' time on great crested newts, which will be actually out in the field. The process for me was first finding out that I was eligible for it. Then I had a Teams call with the Student Futures team to discuss what I wanted to use the grant for. With that, I picked out courses online. You have to say exactly what the money is going to be used for with receipts. And then I also had to get a reference from my supervisor to say why this grant would help me, put all that forwards in like a case, this is why I would like the money, and I then was given the money when it was approved.
Do you think going through the Anne Watson Grant has helped your employability, and if so, how?
I definitely think the Anne Watson Grant has helped my employability because I was recommended these courses by industry professionals and I wouldn't have been able to do them without the grant. As part of various bodies in the ecology field, which is where I want to go into, you actually need to have set amount hours of training per year, so this has really helped towards that, particularly as a student.
What advice would you give to someone considering the Anne Watson Grant?
If you're considering the Anne Watson Grant, I would say check the criteria and make sure you're eligible, and if you are eligible, definitely use it. Do some research into what you want to use the grant on. This could be before you've chosen what career path you want to, or after. If you want to just shop around to see what best would suit you, you can do that with the money. As long as you can back it up with reasons why, then it'll work for you. If you've only found one course that you wanted to do, you can apply multiple times when you find more courses. You don't have to use the full 1,000 in one go.
Is there anything you think the Student Futures team could do better in regards to the Anne Watson Grant?
The only feedback I would give about the Anne Watson Grant would be that it wasn't quite clear what qualified as a whole school. As a whole school was HU postcode school, not just schools in the Hull council borough. So I went to an East Riding school and that was still part of the HU school, so could still access the funding.
Is there anything else you would like to say, or anything else you would like anyone to know about the Anne Watson Grant?
If you're eligible for the money, I would definitely take it because it is there for you to use for your career development.